Alright, so this is one of my regular maintenance jobs. I come every week. Not a big pool, just got a solar roller and a bubble cover. Take that off. Takes a bit, it's not too fast, takes a bit of time to roll off. I just lift up the leading edge so I don't get caught on the steps. So I'm just going to take you through like the whole way of how I do the maintenance on this pool. I just check, make sure the cover actually rolls off straight. If it doesn't, I'll just give it a little pull over so it's straight, otherwise it doesn't roll off very well. So here's the pool. Not too bad, very clear, which is good. Just debris in the bottom, leaves. I'll take the skimmer lid off first and take the basket out. It's got a few bits in. It's got a chlorine tablet that I left in the packet from last week. I'm just going to empty the basket over the wall into the bush. Do a bit of netting first. Like I said, there's not a lot on top, but there's always a few bits, so I like to do the netting first so the leaves and whatnot don't get stuck to the vac hose. Like I said, there's a few bits, you might not be able to see them, but you can see them when they're in the net. It's just a liner pool as well. It's got the tile effect on it, which is pretty cool. Next in, I'm going to get my vac head. I use this flexi vac head on all my pools. I know some people say you should use a liner vac head, but I always use this one and have no problems. So what I do is clip it to the pole and just rest it up next to the pool while I get the vac hose out. Put it on the floor and get the yellow end, which goes on the vac head. And what I do, I just stretch it out across the pool. Make sure it's not kinked. And what I do is put the vac head in first. Rest it on the floor and the side of the wall. And then just start priming the hose. I do it like this, so it gets all the air out of the hose, so I don't just plug it onto the skimmer and then the pump has to suck all the air out, which will then cause the pump to deprime. So this is filling it all up with water. You'll see it come out the top. And then you should be able to see the suction hole at the bottom of the skimmer there, so that sucks water through. I'm just going to plug the end of the hose onto that. And then go to the plant room. And what we've got is just two suction points here, main drain and skimmer. So I'll shut the main drain, which will then give you all the suction power to the skimmer. It's just sucking a little bit of air, which is in the pipe, but I'll find itself back up, no problem. Pretty good now. So what I've done is extended the pole. It's got a little union part in the middle, which you can loosen and tighten to adjust the pole. And then just start hoovering. Pretty hard to do with one hand, but I'll show you a few bits. You'll be able to see the leaves and small bits getting sucked up. You can see the flexy part of this vac head working, dirt getting into the corners. A bit of surface debris getting sucked up. And that's the pool cleaned. It's come out quite nice. So then what I'm going to do, go to the plant room. This is the backwash hose. Just basically when you backwash it runs through this lay flat hose, as it doesn't have a pipe going to sort of like the main drain or anything. So roll this out. What I'll do is aim it towards that drain there, so it doesn't flood the garden. Go to the plant room, turn the pump off, turn the multi-port to backwash, turn it back on, and that's backwashing the filter now. So normally backwash for about a minute to a minute and a half. You'll see the lid go quite dirty like that, and it will slowly clear up. You can check the spyglass. So after about a minute and a half, turn the pump off and put it on rinse. Pump back on and do that for about 10 to 15 seconds. To then settle the sand back down, clear out the multi-port. You can see inside the pump there, all the bits have filtered up. Turn the pump off. undo the pump lid, let a bit of air in, then shut the skimmer valve, stop any water falling back to the pool, so it primes up nice and easy when I turn it back on. All the bits I've hoovered up, a lot of wood louse, bit of leaf. I'll take that over this wall as well, in the bush, no props. Back in the pump, it's got like a twist and lock sort of thing. Make sure you twist it in, otherwise it comes out of place and you'll get bits of leaf go into the back of the pump and block the impeller. So open the main drain in the skimmer, put it back on filter, turn the pump back on, and that should start priming itself pretty quick. Any air in the system will just get forced out through the returns in the pool. You can see little bits of bubbles. Next I'm going to test the chemicals. I'm going to test the pH and the chlorine. We've got the pH side on the left and the chlorine on the right. Get down a little bit deep, about a foot. Fill it up with water, and what you've got is your DPD for chlorine and phenol red for the pH. Basically want to match each side with the middle colour on the test tab pot. So we'll see what colours these change up to. Put the lid on. Give it a little shake. As you can see, pH is looking pretty good, around 7.4. So not a lot to do there with the pH. Chlorine's a little bit low. Want it around 2. But any sort of pH is a good sign. Now there's chlorine in the water then. Next I'm just going to take my vac hose out, pack it away, put the skimmer basket back first, put that old tablet in, and I've got a few more tablets, one without the packet, and I'll put a couple in the packet, but just opened, so they dissolve slower. They haven't got a chlorine feeder, so they're happy with the tablets to go in the skimmer. Lid back on. Algicide, I put some of this in every time I come, every week, just to prevent the algae growth. And it's got a little measuring part on the side of the bottle, and I normally put about half an inch to an inch worth every week. Seems to do it well. See different size pools, it will vary. A little bit more. Put that away. And that's the pool all cleaned up, chemicals done. Looking really good. I'll put the cover back on. And that's job done. Follow your boy for the pool work.